This investment strategies video is made possible by Born to Sell. All opinions are my own. So in this Born to Sell review, we're going to look at ways to earn extra income on stocks you already own. That's right, I've been teaching you ways to make money online, but what do you do with the extra cash you have lying around? Well, you can put it into a bank and earn almost nothing on interest. But most sensible people turn to the stock market, unless you've got a lot of money where you can get into real estate or even buying businesses. So in this investment strategy, we're going to take a look at covered calls. Now, covered calls require you to have your own share market stock, but you only need 100 shares to get started. So covered calls are an easy and conservative income-orientated investment strategy. We'll learn a little bit more about covered calls in a minute. And you might be further along your investment strategy. So let's look at some of the features on Born to Sell. Maybe you already own stocks and want to earn extra income by writing call options. Here's an example of generating income by selling options on stocks you already own. So we'll just put in a share code here and we'll just use their example. And you need 100 shares minimum. So it depends on which company you're actually working on. So in this example here, if you earn 100 Apple shares, by selling covered calls, you can make $157 just in the first week. And each month you can continue to sell covered calls on those same shares. It's like getting extra dividends from stocks you already own. But I think we need a little bit more help learning about covered calls. So let's go to the tutorial. So the great thing about Born to Sell is they've got a full tutorial on covered calls, and this is free before you even sign up. So we'll have a quick look about covered calls and what it all means. Their tutorial covers the basic knowledge, tools and techniques you need to understand covered call investing. Investing in covered calls is not a get-rich-quick strategy. It's an income-orientated approach that anyone can do. And it's like receiving extra dividends on your shares each month. So in order to write a covered call, you will need a brokerage account, permission to do the covered call, and 100 or more shares of stock, or the cash to buy 100 shares. And then you want to find the investment tools to help you make the right covered calls. So let's look at the covered call definition. A covered call is an investment strategy involving two transactions. You buy stock, or use stock you already own, and then you can sell a call option against that stock. So let's look at a covered call example. Okay, let's say you own 100 shares of XYZ stock and it trades around $45, and you're happy to sell it if it goes up to $50 in the next 3 to 4 weeks. You call your broker and say, sell near month call option on XYZ with a strike price of $50, and your broker informs you that the call option is trading for $1. And since you have 100 shares, you get $100 today, minus any broker commissions. So what you've done is you've received $100 and agreed to sell your 100 shares of XYZ stock for $50 a share anytime in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So if the stock goes over $50, the person who bought your call option may exercise it and will buy your stock from you for $50 a share. So you get $5,000 plus the original $100 from selling the option. Now, if the stock is below $50, the option may expire, and this is good for you since you sold the call option to someone else. You keep the $100 premium and you keep your stock with no further obligation. And best of all, you can sell another call option next month for the same stock, and that helps to generate recurring monthly income from stocks you own. So on average, you're making around 2% on the cost of the stock. Now, over 12 months, that works out to be around about 24% a year. And it's a very low risk strategy because you already own the stock. Now, of course, if you sell the stock, well, you can go ahead and buy it again or move into a different stock that has more potential. Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? So what are some of the best covered calls? Well, that's the million-dollar question. So that's why you need to find a company that has the tools to help you find the best covered calls. Now, go ahead and read the rest of this tutorial. And if you're looking for a conservative investment strategy, well, go ahead and take the free trial. That's right, you get 2 weeks free, covering all the covered call searching, filtering, email alerts, options, and the full suite of management tools. If you cancel within 2 weeks, there's no charge. And if you use my referral link below, Born to Sell will add an additional 1, 2 or 4 months of free service to any new subscriber, depending on whether you sign up for monthly, quarterly or annual subscriptions. Plus all subscribers get a 2-week free trial before their paid subscription begins. So Born to Sell is definitely worth checking out if you're ready to take the next step in your financial journey. So that's all I've got time for today. I'll be looking at more investment strategies in coming videos. But today, I think we've covered calls. So for more ways to make money online, please subscribe and bye for now.